Greetings to you and welcome to my channel. Before I go on, I would like to thank those of you who have subscribed to this channel. I thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. And those of you who haven't been able to do so too, I will plead with you to subscribe, as it's going to be of help to this channel, to help me grow this channel, and for us to use it to educate, encourage, and learn a thing or two about cattle. Today, I'm talking about something that is, I would say, dear to all of us. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about how can we raise cattle, at least even if you are employed or you have something doing. We all need additional income. So how can you consider raising cattle as a source of additional income? You may be a 9-to-5 worker, or maybe you may be self-employed doing your own thing. But whatever you do and whatever money that you are making, I think you can still add something to it. Like you can still, like Willie Batwis said, you can still get some more. So I'm talking today about raising cattle as as a source of additional income, or maybe as a side hustle, as you may be having something doing already. It doesn't matter whether you are maybe a government worker or you are, like I said, self-employed. You can still, some small money that is lying idle somewhere, or that you can raise, you can use it to, raise one or two cattle for some additional income. I would say that it's not too difficult to raise cattle, especially if this video I'm dedicating to those who are employed or who have already something doing and have some small spare time. It's not too difficult to raise cattle, to get some additional income, to top up whatever you are making from wherever or whatever you're doing. It's not too difficult. You can build some small pen, or as people say it here, you can build some small garage. That's what they say it. That's what they call it, garage. Yeah, you can get some small garage at where you are. And here, I will not want you to look so much or consider what your neighbors will say, because don't forget that whatever you do, people will talk. If you are working, people will talk. If you are not, they will talk. So just do it in such a way that it will not be, or it will not inconvenience them in any way, but you can do your own thing. You can build some small pen that maybe can accommodate maybe one or two cattle. Then you keep them in there. I know most of us, when we cook, we throw away the peels, let's say cassava, plantain, and all those food leftovers. Don't forget, cattle feed on all those stuff. And as you are going to throw it away, which in some places you even pay to dump, you pay to go and throw your waste away. Why don't you look at it in this way, that instead of going to throw it away, you will keep some 1 or 2 cattle at your backyard and use it to feed them. And maybe as your neighbors or people around you are not keeping livestock, you can, talk to them and collect those burden off them and come and give it to your animals. In this case, I think you're using 1 stone to kill 2 birds. And in no time, I promise you, in no time, probably, depending on the size that you bought, don't forget I have a video on the sizes that you buy when you want to start rearing cattle and its implication. I mean, in terms of time, how long it will take for them to mature. I have a video, you can check it out, and it will inform you a lot about that one too. Let's say you go and buy one, you don't have time, so you go and buy one and you keep it at your backyard. And every day, the food left over, you give it to it. And maybe you collect some from your neighbors around. They will gladly give it to you because they are going to throw it away. And depending on where you stay, like I said, you may even pay to throw that waste away. So they will gladly give it to you and you use it to feed it. It's not that difficult. Then with time, you just give yourself some small time. Take good care of it. And once you are watching this video, I know that you are somebody who is, I would say, who loves animals, especially cattle. So it will not be that difficult, because it is only difficult for those who don't love the animals. As they say that the only way to succeed at what you are doing is to love what you are doing, or do what you love. So once the love for the animals is there, it will not be that difficult. So every day before you go to work, you go and check up on it. And if there are some few droppings in the pen, you take it and dump it. If you're having a garden at your backyard, that is even going to come as some form of fertilizer for those garden. Then you give it some small feed, and then you set off. You check whether it's having water. Then you set off. And once your animal is healthy, there's no problem. Then you'll be going on like that. I bet you in about 6 months, the money that you use to buy that animal can, to put it mildly, or in order not to exaggerate, I can tell you that you will double that money, or in some cases even triple it. And the advantage of this is that you will use it to learn about them. Once you're having a passion and you cannot, set out on a commercial level, you keep one, you learn about the animal, its behavior, the way it's, the food that it likes, how it behaves and all that. And once you learn a lot about it, it's that time that you are going to, make up your mind whether you are going to go commercial. And I bet you, if you get the courage to start small, most of you will go commercial. Most of you will scale it up, and before you know, you are having more than what the number that you used to start. So once again, I will encourage each and every one of you. And as the video is going on, I will still remind you that if you have not subscribed, please do so. I like that very much. I will always want to remind you to subscribe. It's going to help this channel a lot, because I'm going to always use it to bring out some useful stuff that may come in handy to you, especially those of you who love animal, specifically cattle. I want you to give it a thought. Now, why don't I raise at least one? If you have the time, why don't you raise at least one at your backyard and see how it will do? I'm telling you, an animal like the one in your shot that you are watching right now, if you keep it for 6 months and you take good care of it, you will be shocked the way it will grow. If I tell you how long this animal has been in this pen, you will not believe. It's not that long, but the way they grow very fast. I'm talking specifically about the Gudali. So don't waste time. Don't procrastinate. Don't think so much about it, because if you keep planning, sometimes you don't start. So just start. Just start. Go to any of the markets. Even at this time that I'm shooting this video, the prices of the animals have dropped significantly. So if you want one, you can get it cheaply at this time. So you come and you start. Let's say you don't have that much, so you go and buy this small one. You just give it, say, 1 year. The way this small animal will grow, you will be amazed. Especially, they do very well when they have they have space to themselves. That's what I've learned about cattle. Let's say if you are keeping just one, it grew very, very fast, because it will not be competing with anybody for anything. Food and everything, you are giving it to it. So in no time, they grow very fast. They grow very, very fast. And you will love it. The money that you make out of it, nobody will tell you to look at that business seriously. I'm not going to keep long with this video. As they say, good ears don't take time to hear. In our local parlance, in P, they say, "Asopa inchere asenti." Give it a thought and consider raising cattle for some additional income. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. Whether you are in a rural area or in an urban area, wherever you are comes with its own advantages. Wherever you are comes with its own advantages. If you are in an urban area and you are able to raise this animal in your shot, the price that you sell it, it's not a joke. You'll make something out of it. So once again, I want you to like this video, and don't just like it, subscribe to it. Subscribe, because it will help the channel a lot. It will help my channel, and it's going to be some sort of encouragement, because the more I see people subscribing, it encourages me to bring out some of these contents, which I think is helpful to some of us. Once again, I want to end here, and thank you very much, especially those of you who have subscribed. Thank you very much. Bye bye.